of doing what he does is a treat for all spectators of the game.
A nice shot by George.
They've missed just 1 of 5 shots so far. I like the look of this offense.
Sarr against Jokic. On the wing, Murray. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Pass to Champagnie. To the paint. Now Carrington. George with the screen on Murray. There's the triple. And Jokic with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brown with it. Pass to Murray. Yes, that goes in.
Murray doing whatever it takes to find the shot. Dynamic play from Jamal.
Outside, George. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Driving the lane. And here is Johnson. Back to Sarr. Here's the three. That one doesn't drop.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to slow down Jokic? He was surprisingly candid with his plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out onto the perimeter shooters, hoping that he expends a lot of energy and create favorable mismatches. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And so it's Washington with it after Jamal Murray was able to get that triple. Back to Carrington. Lets it go with the three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Jokic. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Jokic has got 6.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Champagnie. He has yet to score. Here's Carrington. He's covered by Murray. Here's Sarr in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Clark, taking a minute to talk Jamal Murray here, a talented guard who's had to battle a variety of injuries.
Yeah, when he's been healthy, he's been dynamic and almost unstoppable as a scorer. And, you know, sometimes the injuries show up, and that's part of the landscape of being a pro athlete at times. I know it's been frustrating for him, but he continues to persist and persevere, which is a credit to him. But when he's healthy, boy, he's a special and clutch shot maker.
Here's Sarr. He has 6. Good defense by Jokic. Here's Denver now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Outside, Jones. Johnson finds Jokic. That 3 off the mark. Wizards have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Carrington, that's good. He has 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Brown. And again, Denver no good. Washington's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. That one goes in. Carrington's got 7 points.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Murray kicks to Jokic, 11 feet away. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Pass to George. Back to Carrington. And George now top of the key. Shoots it. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jones has got it all tied up now for Denver.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
For Washington, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Johnson for 3, and it's Jokic with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And it goes down 2 points.
Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
And a wide open look for Shaw. No good on the quick 3. Denver's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. On the wing, Brown. Over Carrington. Misses off the right iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Sarr with the screen on Brown. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
That's just too much Alex Sarr there. At about 7 feet, he is a lot to handle.
Washington shooting their first free throw of the game here. Sarr, no good on the free throw. And the big fella, Alex Sarr, showing promise. Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Now, here's Johnson. Hasn't made one yet. And the shot is good. And the Wizards lead by 2. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Riley is jacked in for the Wizards. Koulibaly comes in for Carlton Carrington.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Here's Brown. Out to Hardaway. Jokic against George. And Jokic slams it in.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Wizards making a switch here. Vukcevic is checked in. Here is Riley. Scoreless thus far. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson outside. It's up a 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Jokic. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. And it's thrown down hard with both hands. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
There's a minute 47 left here in the opening quarter. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
So for the Wizards, Hill comes in for Keyshawn George. And it's Hardy in for Johnson. Pass to Gill. Now here's Hardy. Five on the clock. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Here's Gill. Nice ball movement by Washington. Vukcevic, chalk up two there. And the Wizards lead by 3.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Pass to Strother. The Nuggets with another miss.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Cooper, he's checked in for Gill. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league. He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
It's hauled in by Brown. The Nuggets trail by 3. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Strother. Offline with his 3. Washington shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Here's Cooper. Down low. Here's Vukcevic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Vukcevic has got his second basket. Alexander Sarr getting it done for Washington. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Right back after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Gill is out there with Riley. Then it's Koulibaly. Then there's Hardy. And it's Vukcevic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. On the wing, Koulibaly. He's covered by Murray. Shot clock at 6. Gill off target with his 3.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
That's tipped. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Now here's Hardy. Not a lot of room. And no good. Nice D from Valanciunas. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to Johnson. From deep. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one. From the Wizards, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priorities straight. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play, the next shot, and your results, they'll be the results. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. And so here's Denver. Following the bucket by the Wizards. Here's Murray. The Nuggets with another miss. The Wizards with the lead. Pass to Vukcevic. Brown against Koulibaly. Here's Hardy. Off target from three-point range.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
On the wing, Murray. Six to shoot. Johnson sets the screen for Murray. Fires from deep. And another miss by Denver.
Tough to hit that shot when the lead is all over you like that.
Here's Riley. Denver grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Murray, the pass to Valanciunas. Kicks it out to Johnson. Connects from three-point range. Johnson's got 6 here in this quarter. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Washington making some changes. Champagne's checked in, and it's Keyshawn George in for Riley. Carrington with the ball. He's covered by Murray. Vukcevic, good. Vukcevic has got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Koulibaly with it. Covered by Brown. It's stolen by Brown. Jones finds Johnson. Pass to Murray. Back to Johnson. Murray is screen on George. Here's Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in. 8 points for him.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
Carrington bounce pass. Here's Vukcevic. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Screen by Valanciunas. Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
Assist goes to
Valanciunas has got his second bucket of the game to go. Wizards trail by 3. Pass to Vukcevic. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Sunday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics.
And for that Thunder game, that's one to watch for. 4th contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
Washington's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. The Wizards with another miss.
And that's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And stolen by Koulibaly. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for him.
And it's really been a nice trend for him over these last several months. He's been steadily improving in terms of his scoring output. That extra production making him more valuable the further we get along in this season.
2 points. That one goes. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Denver.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
They've out-hustled their opponents so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. George finds Carrington. From outside, off the mark. And here's Denver. They're on a 14-4 run. George against Murray. Pass to Carrington. George looking around. Sarr with the screen on Jones. Carrington. And again, Washington no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Now Brown. No good on the triple. And for Christian Brown, 3 high school state titles. Then a national championship in college. And now Clark, an NBA champion in Denver.
Yeah, you can count the guys that have done that in the history of the NBA on maybe 2 hands. It might only be 1. You'd have to categorize him as a winner, if nothing else. I mean, and his game is all about quality. I mean, he does everything. He moves well without it. He can shoot it. He can drive it. He defends well. I mean, he's just a throwback all-around good guard.
To the middle, here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Johnson, he's checked in for Koulibaly. The Nuggets also changing it up. Others checked in, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Christian Brown.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
8 feet away, count the basket. George has got 11. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Nuggets, number 1.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Pass to Johnson. George in the post. Johnson's there. And stolen by Murray. To halt the run, and it's Murray with the jam.
And you know finishes like this get Murray pumped up. He's a big-time dunker off the drive now. He'll sneak punch you if you're not careful.
Now, here's George. 11 points in the game. And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Here's Champagnie, still without a basket. Carrington, that's good.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now here's Murray, defended by Carrington. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by the Wizards. Sarr's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside for George. Off target from outside.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Johnson, the pass to Jones. Johnson finds Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
Saw the pass to Champagnie. Carrington bounce pass. Shot clock at 5. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And we saw last season the Nuggets, GA, in the final week of the regular season, making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
a pretty rare situation. Seemed like there'd been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
Here's Champagnie. Still yet to score. Johnson left side from outside the arc. Hits it from three-point range. And the Wizards lead by 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Pass to Brown. The three-pointer, no good.
Dismissed the defender right there, but couldn't take advantage.
Here's Carrington. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here. Look, he may not be a high-volume three-point shooter, but he'll take that when you give him the chance.
And he's going up for the alley-oop, and Sarge throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 20, and the shot goes in.
Look, I think Murray is best described as a combo guard, but he can make passes too.
Here's Carrington. He's covered by Murray. Johnson with the block. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game totals. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Hey, he's still scoring a little bit, but he's gotten away from his first quarter approach when I thought he was attacking the defense and was able to draw foul after foul.
And Washington making a change here. Vukcevic is checked in.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
Pass to Champagnie. On the wing, Johnson. George sets a screen for Johnson. 17-foot shot on the way. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Nuggets lead by 2. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Let's wrap it up and get ready for your
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Well, right now for Washington, I've hung with these guys in the offseason. They're better than people think, but they've still got to prove it.
Yeah, high hope. And moving right along, things are neck and neck for the Washington Wizards right now.
Even teams that have great shooters have to be selective. They're hucking it up from beyond the arc, hoping for the best. And it reminds me of my free throws, mostly bricks.
It's like they went to the O'Neal three-point shooting academy.
Very funny.
And that about wraps it up.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Jokic. Second half is underway, and here's who David Adelman's got on the floor. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Jones is out there with Cameron Johnson. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. On the wing, Carrington, covered by Brown. And that one's good, Champagnie.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Jokic, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Alex Song.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And you look at the top players in the NBA, one thing a lot of them share in common, part the ability to change speed.
Yeah, they call it being shifty, herky-jerky, playing at your own pace. I love guys that never seem to be rushed. Something we see from SGA, Jalen Brunson, even the Joker, Nikola Jokic, all seem to have their own pace and cadence of play because of their remarkable fundamentals.
Now, here's George. Back to Carrington. Clock at 6. Shoots the 3. George, no good. Denver in the lead. Johnson finds Brown. And Jokic gets it to go. Jokic has got 28.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Carrington. He's covered by Murray. George passes to Champagnie. The shot, no good. Excellent D that time from Jones.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Jokic kicks to Jones. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Now it's a 7-point Nugget lead.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Now here's George. 11 points in the game. Driving in. Pass to Vukcevic. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Vukcevic has got 8 points. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Yep, it counts. Jokic has got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Wizards.
And they are going where the going is good for them right now. The painted area, high percentage and high volume shots.
Carrington with the ball. He's covered by Murray. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jones.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Valanciunas draws the double. Brown, the pass to Johnson. Here's Valanciunas. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
A different look for Denver. Swathers checked in. Hardaway is subbed in for Christian Brown. Carrington with the ball. He's covered by Brown. Pass to George. Back to Carrington. The 3. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Jokic, no good. Here's Johnson. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Johnson's got 7.
Gotta have a lot of control to hit the midi, and Johnson does.
Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Jokic. Fires the three. The rebound by Carrington.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Johnson from outside. It doesn't go for him. Denver leading by 6. You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
Now, here's George. 13 points in the game. Here's Champagny. He's covered by Brown. Now Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Vukcevic. From beyond the arc. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Inside. And Jokic slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Here's George. The Nuggets getting the bucket. From 13, that's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Jokic with the screen on Johnson. And Jokic slams it in.
Boy, excellent recognition from Hardaway Jr. to find his teammate there. This guy's an unselfish player.
Wizards trail by 10. Pass to Vukcevic. George with no one around. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Jokic passes to Hardaway. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist in this one. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good.
This is solid team basketball.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His 2nd 3 of the game.
Riley is jacked in for the Wizards. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Here's Jokic. He's got 34. Pass to Strother. Jokic draws the double. Here's Strother. It's tipped. Here is Riley. Down low. Here's Johnson. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Pass to Jokic. And here's Valanciunas. Wide open shot is on the money. Valanciunas has got 8.
So skilled at the 5. Valanciunas helps space the court, knocks down the mid-range Jay more often than not, and also a terror on the offensive glass.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Carlton Carrington. That's foul number 2 for him. The Nuggets leading by 7. Jokic high post. Pass to Brown. Here's Riley. Misses the 3.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Carrington with the ball. He's covered by Brown. Back to Johnson. Shot from 12. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Denver's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Valanciunas. Now, here's Jokic. Takes a 3. That shot, no good. Here is Riley. And he recovers it. Carrington with the ball. Here's Vukcevic. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. He's got 10.
Get the ball in close. Get your points that way. That's doing good business.
This past postseason, the Nuggets, Clark, were a part of 2 thrilling Game 7 series.
Yes, indeed they were. They beat the Clippers in the first round and then fell to the Thunder in a very competitive series and ended up giving the eventual NBA champs their toughest test of the postseason.
Something you'd like to see more of from Johnson. The rookie can't do it all on his own out there.
It's to Hardaway. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Here is Riley. Back to Carrington. Driving inside. Pass to Vukcevic, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brown.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Koulibaly, he's checked in for the Wizards. Hardy comes in for Carlton Carrington. Jones checked in for the Nuggets. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. Like, you can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals. And
Oh, my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Jokic with the screen on Johnson. Brown finds Jokic. To the inside, Riley. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. And now just a 3-point Nugget lead. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They've led by as much as 10. Outside, Jones. And a miss there on the triple.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Hardy, no good.
you know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Strother. 6 to shoot. And here's Jokic. One-on-one here. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut to just one, and they've asked it from Riley. Riley's got 6.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Koulibaly. And we've reached the end of the third. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 4. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Washington shooting 47%, pretty solid. Riley is out there with George. Then there's Hardy. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Vukcevic in at center. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
Hardy, no good. Denver leading by 6. And here is Murray. A putback, and Vukcevic pulls it down. Vukcevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight, and so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Washington ball.
Now here's Hardy. D right on him. Vukcevic can't hit.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team. That's why they're ahead.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Johnson against Riley. Nice move. He gets that one. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Johnson outside. Murray outside. Brown the pass to Murray. Shoots over Hardy. Not enough on that one as it misses. Wizards trail by 6. Pass to Coulibaly. Here is Riley. Rebound by Murray. The Nuggets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Brown wide open. And the 3 off target.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
And it's slammed in by Jones.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Sars checked in for the Wizards. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Riley passes it to George, and he uses the glass on the layup.
He is on one right now, carrying the offense. Just keep finding him.
Here's Murray to the wing on the left. Outside, Jones. Pass to Jokic. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Now, here's Harden. Outside, George. Here's Sarr. Jokic defending. And there's the drive. Good work there as it goes. And now it's just a 4-point Denver lead.
And the more we see of Alex Sarr, I'd like to see more attacks at the rim.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Denver's head coach was saying to the team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Lets it go from deep. Riley can't hit. Denver leading by 6. Jokic inside, defended by George. Brown's shot is off.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Nuggets have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Murray down low, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Denver lead.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Riley against Johnson, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
The Achilles heel of this team right now, turnover.
6 points given away on miscues. They can't afford many more if they're going to cut into this lead.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Champagne's checked in, and it's Johnson in for Coulibaly. Murray kicks to Jones. Back to Murray. Here's Brown. No good on the 3. Wizards trail by 8. Sarr, the pass to Champagne. Back to Sarr. The 17-footer. Denver grabs the miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Brown's shot is off.
He had 1 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
And again, Washington no good. Denver leading by 8. Jokic kicks to Jones. Back to Jokic. Pass to Murray. Now Jokic. Shot clock at 6. It's tipped. Here's Brown. The rebound by Champagnie.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Jokic against Sarr. Kicks it out to Johnson from the arc. Washington with the rebound. Sarr's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Carrington. Here's Champagnie. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Brown the pass to Jokic. Kicks it out to Johnson from downtown. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 7th assist in the game. Wizards trail by 11. Pass to Champagnie. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge. And he remains a prolific shot creator.
To get where you want to go as a team, you need big game players. There's no way around it. And historically, Murray tends to play his best on the biggest stage.
Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Back to George. To the middle, 6 on the shot clock, and Sarr throws it down.
How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
Murray looking around. Over Carrington. Murray, no good. Wizards trail by 9. It's George on the wing. His three-pointers off the mark.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. Basket good. Jokic has got 40 points.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
And Sarr throws it down.
And would you say the offense is coming around for Sarr? He is doing it all tonight.
Jokic with the screen on Johnson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Jokic has got the lead up to 11 now for Denver.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Pass to Champagnie. Johnson with a screen on Jokic. Back to George. This one for 3. Does not find the basket. He's shooting 50% from the floor on 14 tries. Murray kicks to Jokic. On the wing, Carrington over Murray. Denver grabs the miss.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Hardaway's checked in for the Nuggets. Now Jokic. Lays it in off the window.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and rethink. focus. Now, here's George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Missed on the 3.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
Here's Jones. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
Knocked down the 3.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
And it's Murray penetrating. The 3 doesn't go.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And he drives in. Insane move and bucket.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
The Nuggets leading by 8. Outside Hardaway. Jokic a screen. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
From outside. Down it goes for 3.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Cracking him a real chore. Murray very active, constantly on the move.
Wizards making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. Gets the first. That will put them up by 9. So he gets them both. For the Wizards, this one's not looking good. Here's Johnson. Fires the 3. The 3 goes down.
Well, hey, Johnson is a volume three-point shooter for a reason because he's very accurate from beyond.
Murray, the response triple, answers back.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Denver.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And you got to be impressed with the total command they showed throughout this season series, winning the final game and pitching a 3-0 shutout for the year against the Wizards.
Let's lose a 3. Jokic pulls it down. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jokic draws the double. Jones connects on the chain.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. 10-point lead. Now Brown. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
All right, thanks, B.A. Nikola, huge scoring output for you. How would you describe the night you had?
It was good. I think I scored a lot in the first quarter. The shot was going in, I was shooting a little bit more, so my teammates were finding me and coach was driving play for me, so it was a good night for me.
I know you like to pass, but your team needs you to score early. Guys?
Great Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Allie LaForce, to my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.